The following is a presentation of Lions Heart Media. Any use, rebroadcast, or redistribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of Lions Heart Media is strictly prohibited. Low snap, Cordes has it, looks to throw, has Cook, he has the record, and he has 6. See you later, touchdown South Allegheny. Shoemaker backside, Miller their header, he scores! Black cross court deflected, diving dig house, Monek for the win, got it! Looks right side, batted away. Well, Horsky with the reception and hauled down by Janko. Looks to throw, comes back across. They set up the screen to Ruffin. Ruffin room to run. There goes Ruffin running wild into his own man. See you later. 75 yards. Tonight we christen in a new season of high school football. Week 0 2025 upon us as it's an Almond Valley showdown here from South Allegheny High School. The Gladiators hosting the Rams of Ringgold. South Allegheny 3 straight Week 0 victories and coming off their first playoff victory since the 1986 season, beating Waynesburg Central 53-14 in the first round last year. On the other side, Ringgold snapped a 27-game losing streak a season ago and got their first conference win since 2021 as the Ringgold Rams and South Allegheny look to start their season off right here tonight on MVI Live. Alex Lyons with you for the ride here this evening and all season long as we get the bottle opener from South Allegheny. As first we look at the host Gladiators coming off their best season in quite some time. 9-3, 4-2 inside the conference of the 2A Allegheny Conference, as they got their first playoff appearance since the 2021 season and their first playoff appearance under third-year now head coach Brian Hansen. First winning season since 2020 and that first playoff win since 1986. Almost made the semifinals, did the Gladiators. They came just 1 point shy of knocking off Elwood City 13-12. Last year, SA started 4-0, and that was their first 4-0 start since their 1977 championship season. More wins last year for the Gladiators than they had in the last 3 seasons combined. And South Allegheny tonight will look for program victory number 200. 199 wins, 371 losses lifetime since South Allegheny started football, and Coach Brian Hansen, coming off a 9-win season, looks to get the Gladiators there, but it's a new-look Gladiator squad this season. Of course, you return the bell cow wide receiver in Drew Cook. Led the state last year, 1,490 receiving yards and 17 touchdowns on 80 receptions for Drew Cook in his first season back to football. But South Allegheny lost a plethora of talent around him, as besides having Drew Cook come back, their leading rusher, his Batman to the Cook's Robin, Cameron Epps, graduated. Epps last year over 1,100 rushing yards and 12 touchdowns. Also very prolific as a receiver as well. He's now at Grove City for football and basketball. Camden Lewis, the Mercyhurst product now, as he has taken his talents to the next level. Ryan Cordes, the starting quarterback from last season, broke the single-season passing record with 2,334 passing yards, 27 touchdowns, and 5 INTs. And Island Russell Akunin on that offensive line also gone to graduation. So who's going to be getting Drew Cook the ball? Who's going to be carrying the ball this season for South Allegheny? That was the question coming into the year. Coming in, thought maybe Kai Myers would take over at the helm. We saw him start a game his freshman season, now entering his junior year. But instead, it's Elijah Cook, the younger brother of standout wide receiver Drew Cook, winning the quarterback battle. And it's a very good chemistry relationship between Cook and Cook. As Coach Hansen said, there was times I wanted to come lock the stadium with those two working out here, getting ready for this upcoming season. You'll hear from Drew Cook at the half in our B Graphics halftime interview here this evening, as Drew Cook will catch passes from his brother Elijah Cook here this season. And Joey Gamrett taking over for Cameron Epps in the backfield. Last year when these two teams met, he had just 1 carry for 1 yard. On the other side, a team just a few years behind, it feels like, than what the South Allegheny Gladiators are. SA, 2 straight 1-win seasons before their 9-3 win season under Coach Brian Hansen. They won the opener the last 3 years. Well, the Ringgold Rams, they're now under second-year head coach Robert Heller, the Ringgold grad, the former Waynesburg University football player as well. Last year, he broke a 27-game losing streak, beating Chartiers Valley in the final game as well, 36-26, which was their first conference win since they beat Uniontown 48-6 in 2021. As last year's victory over York, 21-19, snapped that 27-game losing streak. 2 one-possession losses last year as well, a 7-0 loss to Greensburg-Salem and a 14-13 loss to Indiana. But it's a team that is trending in the right direction. Coach Heller wants this squad to come out, and he wants them to go 1-0. And he said, I asked him, what will it take for you to get to 1-0? And Coach told me, he said, we have a matchup with 2 D1 guys, Low going against Cook. Cook is one heck of a player, but I'll take our guy all day long, though. We have to play fast. We have the athletes just like we do. This game will come down to who wins the line of scrimmage. Ringgold hasn't been 1-0 in a very long time. We are looking to change that here tonight. It is going to be fun. And Coach said, as far as the season goes, it's simple. If our line goes, we go. We have the skills to match up with anybody inside the WPIAL, but they will be without all-conference lineman from a season ago, Silas Miller. He was all-conference as a freshman, got ACL surgery back in January, and they expect to have him back by the middle of the season. Ringgold, some new looks as well. Of course, we mentioned the standout wide receiver, Dimitri Lowe on the outside, the 6'3 junior. Offer from Akron to play at the next level, and coach very high about Lowe, saying, hey, if he's on Central Catholic, it's more than just Akron offering this young man so far. But he'll have a new man throwing him the football as well. Transferring in from Monessen, it's the 6'4", 185, Dennis Hawkins, as Hawkins will take over at the helm of this quarterback position for the Ringgold Rams. Hawkins, a very athletic individual at the quarterback position. And behind Dennis Hawkins, or flanking him all game long, it's another transfer in here for Ringgold, and it's another senior, as that is going to be the senior tailback, Curtis Watkins. Played in Virginia last season, now here in Ringgold, as Ringgold looking to turn things around. And Coach Heller said first and foremost when he got here, we had to break the mentality, get rid of that losing mentality, and we had to eliminate the lazy and bad habits. We could not accept losing or doing things the wrong way, and we had to start practicing and playing with confidence. As week 0 upon us, Coach Heller hoping to get the Rams back to the postseason. Last playoff appearance back in 2016. They went all the way to the semifinals. Last time they won a conference championship back in 2010. Last district title back in 1982. Last year, it was a 28-14 victory for the Ringgold Rams. 4 interceptions in that game thrown by the Ringgold Rams quarterback. Ryan Cordes in that contest went 15 of 25, 278 through the air, and 2 touchdowns. Epps 207 on the ground, and a couple of touchdowns, also 3 receptions and 32 yards, while Camden Lewis had a rushing touchdown as well. 4 interceptions for the Rams offensively, as picking up INTs for South Allegheny is Gamrett, Cook, Pace, and Kai Myers in last year's victory. As we get set for kickoff, Ringgold will take the field to start. As the Rams, they won the toss. They want the football here to start this evening. As it will be Ringgold, it will be South Allegheny, as we will take a look at what will be a fun matchup here tonight. Between the two standout wide receivers, Drew Cook and Dimitri Lowe. They are both your Lions Heart Media players to watch first for Ringgold, as the Rams take the field, as they take the field right through the South Allegheny band and cheerleaders, as Dimitri Lowe is your Lions Heart Media player to watch for the Ringgold Rams. All conference on both sides of the ball last season. 923 receiving yards, 12 touchdowns, also 5 interceptions as a sophomore for the Ringgold Rams. And on the other side of things, for the Gladiators, it's Drew Cook. 1,490 yards, 17 touchdowns on 80 receptions. His brother will throw him the ball this year, as new quarterbacks on South Allegheny, Ringgold, both teams hoping to go 1-0 as opening kickoff getting set to come up here from South Allegheny. It's week 0 between the Gladiators, between the Rams. Cook, Lowe, Hawkins, Watkins, plenty of talent all around. Win the battle up front, maybe win a football game. That's what both coaches are hoping. And we will see what happens when we come back right here on MVI Live. Opening kickoff when we come back right here on your home Valley Athletics MVI Live. There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community, and More.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
Located in Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness has been serving the community for years. From teenage athletes to elderly rehabs, your health is their mission. Serving through passion, purpose, and new technology, Emilio and his team are skilled, dedicated, and led by faith, because they believe God works through people. Focused on true healing, not medicating pain. You don't need insurance, just the intention to value your health. Be proactive, not reactive, by calling Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Hoods up, Quick Lube. It's time for a change. For years, you've been told to keep your vehicle running in peak condition with regular scheduled maintenance. But fitting it into your schedule can be a real hassle. You need a place that offers oil and filter changes, tire repair and rotation, light bulb and wiper replacements, and more. And it's all done quickly and correctly. For additional information, browse our website, give us a call, or come see us today.
It's time to customize your ride with TC Customized in Jefferson Hills. wheels, rims, and tires, along with lift kit and lowering kits, full service auto detailing, along with custom audio systems, remote starts, alarms, custom lighting, tints, and so much more. Whatever your need is, you can completely customize your ride today at TC Customize. Call today at 412-384-5300. Back from South Allegheny, the Rams win the toss. They want the football to start as we get set to get underway here. The Rams, the Gladiators. It's week 0 for the 3rd straight year, or make it the 4th. South Allegheny will look to go to 1-0 to start the season. The Rams trying to get things going back in the right direction after 2 wins a year ago. As Morabito has the ball teed up and has the season teed up for South Allegheny. Dimitri Lowe along with Ward back deep to receive. And Stasko on the near side for the Ringgold Rams. Morabito gets the A-OK, runs up, foot meets ball. The 2025 season underway, and it starts with a ball trickling just over the end line as Avante Ferguson let it go, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Ringgold Rams. So Ringgold starts 1st and 10 from the 20. Road white jerseys for the Rams. Home navy blues, gold trim for the Gladiators. Dennis Hawkins, starting quarterback, first-year starter here. 12 minutes on the clock is just underway. Hawkins led to the line by center Tyler Jones. Ward out near side with Ashton Minson. Twin receivers up top. Curtis Watkins, the tailback side, Carr left. Hawkins, handoff, pulled back, and Hawkins plowing forward. Give him a pair on 1st down. Finishing him off in the middle is Cash Pistilli. So a gain of 2 on 1st down for Ringgold as Dennis Hawkins runs the read option for a pickup of 2. So 2nd down and 8 now for the Ringgold Rams. And Ringgold last year threw 4 interceptions offensively. As Xavier Thomas will head to the sideline. Gordon Altemeyer, Keenan Anderson, Tyler Jones, Mason Harrison, Grant Niccolo, the big boys up front for the Ringgold Rams. Watkins the backside, Carr right of the quarterback. Hawkins, Ward on an island near side. Twin receivers up top. And play clock hit 0 before the snap, so wait to see, and that's going to back up the Rams 5 yards. So after a 2-yard gain on 1st down, back them up by 5. 2nd down and 13 now for the Ringgold offense. As that substitution, you see the frustration by Dimitri Lowe. With the changes, Lowe, junior leader of this squad, stand-out wide receiver with an offer from Akron. Head coach says he believes he's the best receiver in the WPIAL. Hawkins has Watkins to his right, trips receivers up top, Ward alone near side. Hawkins has time, now steps up in the pocket, pressure coming, sidestep, flip down at the 20. It's coming up on the stop is Kymere Brown. As Hawkins stepped up, he'll make it 3rd down and 8, gain of 5 on Hawkins improvising. And South Allegheny a chance to get off the field here on the first possession of the game. 10-15, third down and 8 remaining here, rolling first quarter clock. Hawkins in the gun, 4 receiver set. Hawkins looks to throw, has time, rolling left. Hawkins throws it up top, nobody home, but deflected, incomplete, as he was looking for Dimitri Lowe, but on the outside, Chance Cole able to bat it away, and it's going to be 4th down and 8 for the Ringgold Rams, as South Allegheny forces a 3 and out. Net 2 yards on the drive, 10:01 remaining here in the opening quarter of play. As Bill Cameron will send things away. Brown far side, as high snap, Cameron has it. High spiraler towards the midfield stripe, takes a Ringgold roll inside the SA 40 down to the 34-yard line. So a 44-yard boot by Cameron, and South Allegheny will take over from their own 34-yard line. 9:48 remaining here in the opening quarter of play. And the first time, Elijah Cook will take over under center for the South Allegheny Gladiators. First start for the 6'1", 175 sophomore. Drew Cook, Chance Cole on the outside, Brown on the near side, along with Kai Myers. Bit of a jack of all trades here. Myers goes in motion. Cook has the snap. Elijah looks to throw across the middle, 1-for-1. As Cook finds Cook, Drew cuts across the middle, down the near sideline. Drew it down to the 30, forced out of bounds by Dimitri Lowe. As Drew Cook takes it deep into Rams real estate. 36 yards on the pitch and catch. Cook to Cook. Just how South Allegheny drew it up to start the year, and it's 1st and 10 from the Ringgold 30. As a little slant route across the middle, and Drew Cook does the rest with his legs. Brown far side, Cook up top. Gammer at the back, sidecar right of Elijah Cook. H back left, that's Harrell. As pitch out, right side, trying to cut back in. As taken down with a flag flying at the 20 is Hakeem Harrell. So Harrell goes for 10. Wait to see if it stands. On the pitch out by Elijah Cook. Coming up in coverage to make the stop was Grant Nicklow, the senior linebacker. Holding against South Allegheny, going to negate the 10-yard run. Ball back to the 30. First down and 10 for South Allegheny. Scoreless game just underway here in the first. And another flag flies. Pre-snap violation. Guest Russell Akunin, Pistilli, Ashmiller, and Hanson on the Gladiator line. An illegal shift against South Allegheny. So back up the Gladiators once again. Back-to-back plays with flags against South Allegheny, as now they're staring down the barrel of 1st down and 15, making an illegal substitution against South Allegheny. So SA with down to 15 seconds on the play clock. They may be looking at 3 in a row if they don't hurry, or Coach Hanson going to have to use a timeout here as they break the huddle with 6 seconds remaining on the play clock. And there is a timeout called by third-year head coach Hanson. And South Allegheny, after a great start offensively, on the first play from scrimmage, Drew Cook on the pass from his brother Elijah went for 36. SA 2 straight penalties, and they have to burn a timeout to avoid one more. We'll take a timeout as well right here on MVI Live. There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? Three-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. First down and 15 out of the timeout as Elijah Cook looks to throw. Cook across the middle. Once again finds Drew. Makes one man, misses. Drew Cook up to the 25. Gain of 10 is Trent Sukol up on the stop. Second down and 5 after the 10-yard gain by Drew Cook. Elijah in the gun, sidecar right, twin receiver set. H-back left, in motion Harrell. Cook, handoff, Gamrett right up the gut, room to run as Gamrett picks up the first down inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line, and South Allegheny knocking on the doorstep. 7:55 rolling first quarter clock. South Allegheny methodically on 3 positive plays from scrimmage have marched from their own 34 down to the 14-yard line of Ringgold. As Pistilli leads the troops to the line. H-back left, Kai Myers in the gun. Elijah Cook gets the snap. Cook looks to throw, finds his man, curling back at the 10, and picking it up down to the 9-yard line was Gamrett, the 5'9 senior. So Gamrett, gain of 4 on first down. Ball marked back to the 10. Second down, 7 to go. Cook up top with Kymere Brown. Flanking Cook right is going to be Gamrett as Elijah Cook sends Myers in motion. Cook pitch out to Kai Myers. Myers looks to get the edge. Myers does, spinning into the end zone. Touchdown, South Allegheny. Kai Myers from 10 yards out into the end zone, and SA in front early. As South Allegheny right down the field, a 10-yard touchdown run by Myers. As Morabito on to attempt the extra point, 6:43 remaining here in the first. 6-0 South Allegheny. Late substitution on for the Gladiators, Hakeem Harrell. Picture perfect start, a 3-and-out and a touchdown drive on the other end for South Allegheny. Gladiators lead at 6-0. As Morabito sends it through the uprights and sends the lead to 7. So 7-0 South Allegheny as the Gladiators right down the field. SA has aspirations of a section and district title this season. And the offense running at full cylinders in the opening drive. This is an offense last season. Averaged 36.8 points per game, gave up 20. Rushing touchdown by Kai Myers gets the party started here this evening. SA looking for their 4th straight Week 0 victory as Morabito has it lined up. A reminder, your B Graphics halftime interview with Cameron Epps coming up at the break. As foot meets ball by Morabito, Dimitri Lowe from the 2. Here comes Lowe over the 10 to the 15, 20 as a seam, 25. Knocked down up over the 25. As coming up and laying the boom is Marcel Boxley, the 5'11", 215 freshman. As Boxley introduces himself. "26-yard return for Dimitri Lowe. 6:36 remaining here in the opening quarter of play. From their own 28-yard line, Dennis Hawkins in the gun. Coach Hansen said South Allegheny out of control and contain Hawkins here today. Minson in motion, right to left. Hawkins, power option, knocked down in the backfield. Max Jeffcoat has a big loss on first down. Jeffcoat meets Hawkins in the backfield. Loss of 4 on first down, and it's going to be 2nd down and 14. The Ringgold offense has yet to get going here in week 0. 6:07 rolling clock. 2nd down and long. Make it 2nd and 16. Hawkins in the gun. Man in motion, that's Tolliver. As Hawkins looks to throw. Hawkins rolls out. Hawkins across the middle has Minson. Got it at midfield down to the 43-yard line. Ashton Minson picks up the first down and much more. As there's the first down of the game with 5:40 rolling clock. Ashton Minson, 34-yard pitching catch. Hawkins to Minson. Minson, a standout pitcher as well on the Rams baseball team. Hand off up the gut as powering his way forward for the Ringgold offense. Up over the 40, down to the 38-yard line. That's Nick Stasko, the 5'10" sophomore. Second down and 5. Clock ticks inside of 5. Hawkins in the gun. Stasto the back. Gets the call once again down to the 45. Third down and short. 2 to gain for Ringgold, looking for their second first down of the drive. Third down and 2, 4 down real estate for Coach Heller's Rams. Hawkins in the gun, Stasto the back. He's got it the last 2 times, make it 3 in a row. Pushing forward, he gets 1, he needed 2. As sealing the edge and sealing the outside was Austin Shane with help from Cash Pistilli. And it's 4th down and decision time here in this one. 4th down. Ball lies on the 39. They have to get to the 38. We've yet to see Hawkins go under center. So no tush push coming here. 3 straight totes for Stasto. As Stasko, does he get it once more? Hawkins, handoff, read option, fakes it, and Hawkins picks up the first down. Skittering to the 31, diving forward. And moving the chains is the Ringgold Rams for the second time on this drive.
That'll bring up the 1st and 10 Rams from the 31 going in.
1st and 10 from the 31. Ringgold starting to cook here a little bit on drive number 2. Started with the 34-yard pass to Ashton Minson. Hawkins in the gun, back at his own 35. Pressure coming. Hawkins swallowed up, but breaks through to the second level. Could have lost 2, ends up picking up 5. Dragging defenders with him. Ash Miller finishes him off, and it's going to be second down and 5 as Hawkins able to work forward on first down. Positive play there for the senior quarterback.
Pick up roughly about 4 yards on the play. Bring up second down and
7-0 South Allegheny. Kai Myers, a 10-yard touchdown run. Ringgold looking to answer. Low on the far side with Xavier Thomas. Twin receivers up top. One back set. Man in motion. As Hawkins pitch out. There goes Amani Ward plowing forward on second down. And Amani Ward picks up 3. Coach Heller very high on Amani Ward, who was a quarterback a season ago. Says Coach Ward. Coach Heller says Amani, one of the most versatile players in the district. Rock of this Ringgold team. Freak athlete, built like a Division I running back, and expects Ward's recruitment to pick up after the first few weeks of his senior season. 1:25 rolling clock as whistle blows. Timeout called. South Allegheny burns their second. We'll step aside as well before a pivotal third down here in the first here on MVI Live.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
Third down from the 29 for the Ringgold offense. They've already picked up 1 fourth down on this drive. Third down and 3, 1:23. Monty Ward, the back, low snap. Hawkins, whistle blows. And a false start, I believe, on the far side. 1:12 remaining here in quarter number one. 5+ minute drive, 72 yards. Amani Ward from Hopkins from 29 yards out. As Cameron sends it away, far side, hauled in. On the far side of the field, that's Harrell. As Harrell knocked back out of bounds around the 20-yard line. Hopkins, his first touchdown pass in the blue and gold for the Rams, goes to Amani Ward. But if you've noticed some muting mics here at times and some dead air, just appreciate you bearing with me, dealing with still a pretty bad cough, so trying to prevent that from coming over the airways as much as I can here tonight. 7's on the board. 1st and 10 from the 20 of South Allegheny. 1:08 remaining here in the first.
A little room on the inside there. Picked up a 4 on that play. Bring up 2nd down and 6.
Cook looks to throw. Finds his man. As Gamrett, left side. As Gamrett, first down on what most likely could be the final play of the quarter. Clock ticks down to 10 seconds. SA does not have to run a play, and it looks like they will not. And they'll take us to the end of quarter number one, deadlocked at 7. Right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI.
With over 30 years of experience, RTI Insurance Services is the clear choice in insurance providers for both individuals and businesses. At RTI, we've been upholding the highest standard of fiduciary responsibility for our clients. For your insurance needs, contact Mike Williamson at 724-263-0359. RTI Insurance Services, we've got you covered.
Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Weiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Weiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service.
As we start the second quarter, we have 1st and 10 Gladiators from the 33.
First down and 10 to start the second. South Allegheny on the prowl, looking to get the lead back. Gamrett, right side of Elijah Cook. Twin receivers, bottom of the screen. Man in motion, pitched out near side. Harrell room to run 40. Upended at the 40 by Dimitri Lowe. Clock ticks inside of 11:50. After that first down carry inside the 40 to the 41-yard line. Going to be 2nd down and 2 to go. Second down and 2. Cook in the gun. Drew flanks out left side. H-backs both sides of the formation. Elijah has Myers in motion. Low snap. Elijah right up the gut. Spun down after a gain of 3. As knocking him down to the deck was Cole Connick. So Connick on the stop, but not before another South Allegheny first down. 11 minutes remaining here in a rolling first quarter clock. 7-7 ball game between the Rams and the Gladiators. Harrell in motion once more. Austin Shane cuts up over midfield to the 49-yard line into the waiting arms of Stasko. So Stasko on the stop. Ball moves into Ram real estate. SA looking to go 2 for 2 on offensive drives this season. As Ty Anderson heads out, replaced by Trent Sukel. Second down and 3 to go after the first down carry by Austin Shane. Touchdowns by Kai Myers and Monty Ward. 29-yard pitch and catch, Ward to Hawkins. And South Allegheny has burned their final timeout of the half here in a 7-7 ball game. As we will take a timeout here in quarter number 2. Come more action when we come back right here on MVI Live.
Hoods up, Quick Lube. It's time for a change. For years, you've been told to keep your vehicle running in peak condition with regular scheduled maintenance. But fitting it into your schedule can be a real hassle. You need a place that offers oil and filter changes, tire repair and rotation, light bulb and wiper replacements, and more. And it's all done quickly and correctly. For additional information, browse our website, give us a call, or come see us today.
Second down and 3. 9:50 remaining here in the second. South Allegheny a yard into Ram real estate. Cook in the gun. Twin receiver set, one back look. Cook gets the snap, deep drop pressure coming across the middle, incomplete. Looking for big brother Drew Elijah, threw it behind him. And lucky that one wasn't deflected into the hands of a waiting Ringgold defense, as it's going to be 3rd down and 3 for the South Allegheny offense. Tyrone Clater checking into the game. Clater offers from Western Michigan, Akron, and Sacramento State. Cook near side, man in motion. That's Cole, hand up the gut. Gamrett gonna be close. As Gamrett stood up in the middle by the heart of that defense, and it looks like maybe the nose of a football short. Tyler Jones on the stop. Joining him was Braden Davis. So 4th down, the nose of the football, and South Allegheny gonna go. Cook in the gun. Already seen 1 4th down conversion in this game. Pitch out Harrell. Harrell cuts up field, and he's going to be knocked down at the line to gain all spot. SA saying first down. As Harrell needed an inch, did he get it? May have our first measurement of the season. South Allegheny's offensive line, and Cash Pistilli says no measurement needed. First down, Gladiators. So Harrell picks up the first down, 8:46 rolling clock. 2 receivers set. Kai Myers in motion, low snap, Cook looks to throw, steps up under pressure, Cook back to the line of scrimmage, falls forward for maybe one, late flag flies in. Tyler Jones knocked him down as wait to see what this flag is, as South Allegheny may be moving backwards, but Elijah Cook avoiding the pressure of Trent Sukol off the edge. Otherwise, that was going backwards for a big loss, holding against South Allegheny. So back up SA 10. So it will be a loss for South Allegheny from the spot of the foul. First down, 19 to go for South Allegheny. 8:21 remaining in the opening half. Just the third possession of the game, or second possession of the game for SA as Gamrett up the gut. And Gamrett says first down, but he's about 4 yards shy as Gamrett busted through for a big run. But guess what? More laundry on the field as it's wash day here on Friday night. The 15-yard burst by Joey Gamrett, does it count? So Joey Gamrett goes for 15, shy of the line to gain, and then gives it right back with an unsportsmanlike conduct after the play on Gamrett. So they'll mark that one off from the 40-yard line. 8:07 remaining here in the first quarter. Or first half. So got 15, gave up 15. So first down, make it second.
All right, lads, let's reset, regroup. Let's go.
Cash Pistilli on the ball. Kai Myers. H-back right. Twin receiver set. Myers in motion. Elijah, quick hitter out to his brother Drew. Working on low. Cook cuts back inside. And Drew knocked down at the 45-yard line. As coming up to knock him down to the deck is Grant Nicklow, the 6'1 senior.
After that pick of 10, that brings up third down and 9.
10-yard gain to Cook. Drew 3 receptions for 56 yards in this opening half. 7:08 remaining, handoff, Harrell up the middle, as Harrell on third down is a yard shy, and South Allegheny facing their second fourth down of this drive. As this time, timeout called on the Ringgold side of the field. 7-7 ball game. 6:46 remaining here in the second quarter. 7-7 between South Allegheny and Ringgold. Last year was a 28-14 victory for the South Allegheny Gladiators. Ringgold won the meeting prior back in 2021 here at South Allegheny. It was a 12-10 victory for the Ringgold Rams. Sloppy play tonight so far for South Allegheny. A lot of unforced penalties and poor time management when it comes to the play clock, forcing South Allegheny to burn all 3 timeouts early on in this opening half. Still 6:47 remaining in the first half of play. Just the 4th overall possession, 2 for Ringgold, 2nd now for South Allegheny. SA scored on there first on a 10-yard Kai Meyer touchdown pass, or run, excuse me. Amani Ward on a 29-yard pass from Dennis Hopkins. Fourth down and 1. Myers in motion. Handoff up the middle. Gamrett reaches out. Needed a yard. Looked like he got just that. And another fourth down conversion for SA. Clock ticks down to 6.5, and the way South Allegheny has taken time off the clock, they've possessed the ball this entire second quarter. They can almost prevent the Rams from touching the ball, but a deep pass online and down into the end zone. Kymere Brown gets SA the lead back as Brown from 35 yards out finds a payday, and SA leads again. "35-yard pitch and catch, and Elijah Cook hooks up with Brown, the senior wideout. So South Allegheny started this drive as Morabito drills it through, lead to 7 for South Allegheny. SA started that drive, 1:08 remaining in quarter number 1. And they march down the field for 6, 80-yard drive. As South Allegheny, 7 minutes and 5 seconds to go 80 yards and take the lead for the second time here tonight. 14-7 SA leads. Touchdowns by Myers, Ward, and Brown. No reception so far for Dimitri Lowe. He's been held in check to this point. See if the third drives the charm for Dimitri Lowe. Morabito has the ball lined up 3 deep. Ward, Lowe, and Xavier Thomas. As Morabito from the near side hash drills it. Ward from the 11. Monty Ward up over the 30, has the edge. Ward pushed out of bounds shy of the 40-yard line by Brown. Make it Harrell. But nonetheless, a big-time return by Monty Ward to start here for the Rams out to the 39-yard line. Gonna say Ward stepped out at the 38. 27-yard return by Ward. 5:57 remaining in the half. Ringgold looking to tie. SA will get the ball to start half number 2. Hawkins, last pass went for 6. Dennis going up top down the right side. Intercepted! Chance Cole at the 30. Trying to feed Monty Ward, and Chance Cole jumps in front. The first takeaway for SA. And South Allegheny, one play later, gets the football right back with 5:51 remaining in the half. So 5:51 from South Allegheny's own 30-yard line. After the first turnover of the game, SA had 4 interceptions last season when these two teams opened the season. Early jump and a flag flies as movement in the middle in the form of Anderson. As Keenan Anderson, an early jump there. Dimitri Lowe saying false start from the near side. But Lowe's plead goes by the wayside. Cook in the gun, one back look, Kai Myers in motion, Elijah looks to throw. Cook across the middle and hauled in on the out route. It's Austin Shane for the first down out to the 47-yard line. As Shane, a picture-perfect pass from Elijah Cook, the first-year starter, showing off here in the opener. Ball lies on the 47. First down and 10 for South Allegheny. Elijah Cook in the gun. One receiver near side. Harrell goes in motion. Gamrot right up the chute. Gamrot room to run. Plowing forward. Knocked down by Ashton Minson after a gain of 9. Second down and 1 for SA. 5 minutes on the game clock here in the second. 14-7 Gladiators lead. Looking to take a 2-touchdown advantage off the Chance Cole interception. Cook out far, guarded by Lowe. One back set, now Myers motions. Hand off, Gamrot again, room to run, and Gamrot first down and more. Tracked down from behind by Davis, but another South Allegheny moving of the chains. 8 first downs for South Allegheny here in this opening half of play. First and 10, clock ticks inside of 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the opening half. Halftime interview with Drew Cook at the break. SA on the precipice of a 2-score advantage. As handoff off the motion. Here comes Harrell. Cuts inside before knocked down by Ward after another 9-yard pickup. Chunk play after chunk play on the ground for South Allegheny. Rams will take a timeout. We will as well. Comeback conclusion of this opening half right here on MVI Live. Three minutes, 47 seconds remaining in the opening half here of this Week 0 matchup. The South Allegheny Gladiators looking to go 3 for 3, drive for touchdown, as they are deep inside of Ram real estate on the precipice of the 25. They've scored once on the ground, once through the air. Staring at a second down and 1. Myers in motion. Hand off, Gamrot up the gut, first down, breaks through to the second level, down to the 10-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle by Davis. As Davis keeps him out, and South Allegheny with 3.5 on the clock, looking to turn the turnover into 6. Myers, low snap back, hand off, Gamrot. Stood up in the middle by Dennis Hawkins. But it's second down and goal from the 3. (14-7) South Allegheny leads it. 3:04 rolling clock. SA also gets the ball to start in half number 2. Cook out far, Chance Cole, H-back left, Gamrot the back right side, Shane H-back right. Elijah has Cole in motion, another low snap. Cook calls his own number as they're going to call Elijah down back at the 6-yard line is where our line judge marks him, make it the 8. So Elijah Cook's knee must have touched down on that low snap by Cash Pistilli, and it's 3rd down and goal for the South Allegheny offense. Big play here on both sides of things. 2:25 remaining in the opening half of play. 3rd down and goal. South Allegheny leading 14-7. They've scored on both drives so far here this evening. Looking for their 4th straight week 0 victory. Brown, who has the most recent touchdown, flanks out far. Drew Cook near side. Gamrot the back, double H back, one aside. Myers in motion. Handoff. Austin Shane plows down to the 1. Lost the football, but down first as Dimitri Lowe was looking to go back the other way. And if that was called a fumble, Lowe would have had all sorts of room to run. Rolling clock down to 2 minutes. Offense looks like it stays on the field. Two for 2 on 4th down tonight. South Allegheny, everything's been from the shotgun today. They've had no problem running the ball on this drive. Handoff, Gamrot into the end zone. Touchdown, South Allegheny. Joey Gamrot gets home on 4th and 1. And South Allegheny leads it 20-7. As SA 3 for 3 on 4th down today, 3 for 3 on drives, and they have a chance to make it a 21-7 lead with a Morabito extra point. As Morabito drills it, 21-7 as South Allegheny turns the turnover into 6 more. And Ringgold, they're left with just 1:33 remaining in this opening half, down 21-7. A costly turnover by Dennis Hawkins leads the 6 the other way, just when the Rams look like they got some momentum. South Allegheny has taken it all back. Ringgold been unable to get off the field, and again, both coaches talked about winning the line of scrimmage. Well, South Allegheny has won the push up front here tonight, and that's been a big difference in this ball game with a 21-7 South Allegheny lead. SA also winning the turnover battle. There was a flag after the touchdown on South Allegheny, so Morabito will kick from his own 40-yard line. Should be good field position for Ringgold, who is going to have to work quick with just 1:33 remaining. Dimitri Lowe from the 11. Lowe, he's been quiet tonight. Dimitri cuts it near side. Gamrot spins him down at the 30-yard line with 1:27 remaining here in half number 1. From their own 30. Not much time to work with here for the Ringgold Rams. Three receivers up top. Dimitri Lowe all alone at the bottom. Hawkins has Stasko in the backfield with him sidecar right. Hawkins will look to throw. Lowe has separation. Throws it that way, and Dimitri tangles up, incomplete. Hakeem Harrell in coverage. Dimitri Lowe wanted the flag. None will come. 2 targets, no reception so far for the number 1 option of this Ringgold offense. Had separation, but that ball a little underthrown by Dennis Hawkins. Ward Minson up top along with Thomas. Low at the bottom. Kai Myers will get his shot at Dimitri. That's a mismatch size advantage for Low. Hawkins has to escape, running loose near side. 6-yard gain for Dennis Hawkins. Clock ticks down to 1:12 remaining in the opening half. 3rd down and 4 for Ringgold. As Isa Island Akunin on the stop. Third down and 4, 48 seconds remaining. Watkins the back. Trips near side, Low far side. Man in motion. Hawkins gets the snap, looks to throw. Pressure off the edge, and down he goes! As meeting Hawkins in the backfield, Tyrone Clater slams him down for the stop. And that most likely will be the final play of the opening half. Ringgold maybe takes a timeout with 1 second left and goes for the end zone. Wouldn't be surprised, but Tyrone Clater blowing it up. So Ringgold down to 7 seconds. They'll line up. Clock ticks down to 4. Do the Rams snap anything? And instead of running one final play, both teams will take it into the half, into the locker room, with South Allegheny a 3-score advantage, getting the football to start. Tyrone Clater with the sack for South Allegheny. And it's 21-7 at the break, a 14-0 second half scoring advantage for the South Allegheny Gladiators as SA leads Ringgold at the break 21-7. As we will take a break and we will come back, it will be our halftime interview brought to you by Beefix with Drew Cook of the Gladiators. As recap first, South Allegheny forced a 3-and-out on Ringgold's opening drive, and SA wasted no time, just over 3 minutes. Going down the distance, 66 yards, a 36-yard hookup. Elijah Cook to his brother Drew, capped off by a 10-yard Kai Myers touchdown run. It would be the Rams answering on a 5+ minute drive. 34-yard Hawkins to Minson hookup, and then a 4th-and-1 conversion. Dennis Hawkins would get the line to gain before eventually hooking up with Ward on 3rd and 8 from 29 yards, tying the game up at 7. But SA would go over 7 minutes and head down the distance, converting 2 4th downs on that drive that took over 7 minutes, 80 yards, and capped off with an Elijah Cook to Brown 35-yard touchdown pass. One play after the kickoff, Hawkins was intercepted by Chance Cole, and South Allegheny on a 4th and goal from the 1 would run it in with Gammert, making it 21-7 at the break. And that's where we stand. We come back. It'll be your B Graphics halftime interview with Drew Cook of South Allegheny right here on MVI Live. There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee, Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community and More.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
For 30 years of experience, RTI Insurance Services is the clear choice in insurance providers for both individuals and businesses. At RTI, we've been upholding the highest standard of fiduciary responsibility for our clients. For your insurance needs, contact Mike Williamson at 724-263-0359. RTI Insurance Services, we've got you covered.
Whether it's finding the perfect home, negotiating the best deal, or walking you through each step with care, Realtor Janelle Carpenter will show up with excellence every time, even when no one's watching, because quality matters and so do you. So if you're looking for the best home buying and selling experience, make sure you call Realty One Gold Standard agent Janelle Carpenter at 724-797-1675. If you're ready to buy or sell, call Janelle. Halftime here on MVI Live. Football finally back, and we're with the South Allegheny Gladiators. Drew Cook here this afternoon. And Drew, first off, appreciate you taking some time to come talk to me once again.
For sure. Thank you.
One last ride for you here at South Allegheny.
Yes, sir.
Doesn't seem all that long ago that we saw you as a freshman playing football at EF.
Right.
Didn't play as a sophomore, and then took the WPIAL by storm last year. So how has that transition been from taking a year off of football to becoming one of the best receivers in the state?
I mean, honestly, to be honest, I didn't really do anything for football. I think it's just basically it's in my blood. Like all my uncles all play football. Yeah, they're from Duquesne, so that's in my blood. Football is just in me.
So obviously, family runs deep with you. You said, them all playing football. How did that kind of impact your journey to decide to step back on the football field here at South Allegheny?
Well, my dad always pushed for me to play because that's what he did, but he never forced me to. But I just coming here Friday nights watching SA play. It just felt wrong me sitting in the stands. I had to be out here, so I just decided to come back out.
So obviously, this program has seen its ups, its downs, from Old Glassport Memorial to this beautiful complex you guys are out now. But, Coach Hanson's taken over. The program started to go up in the right direction.
Right.
You didn't play as a sophomore, but as a junior. You broke records here at South Allegheny. You guys had a historic season. What was that turn like for you to get to be a part of kind of the resurgence of SA football?
I mean, it feels good knowing that I marked my name in the history books here and a historical season. That was the best season since 1977 or something like that. It was really a blessing because the players that I was around, we had great athletes on the team last year. And we always had athletes. It was just a mindset. And last year, their mindset was changed last year because after we got our first couple wins, and it just kept rolling after that.
So, obviously, winning, it's contagious. Baseball team.
For sure.
Now they're successful. You have guys that were on baseball and football. Basketball, obviously, you are a district champion for basketball. You guys made the state championship game for basketball. And for football, you guys are having all sorts of success. How has that winning culture helped carry over to this football team to kind of give you that belief system?
I mean, honestly, it's just the mindset. Like, once you get your first couple wins, you learn what it takes to win. So then you just keep doing it. I mean, when you got the guys that we have with the mindset and, everybody just buys in, you got to get them to buy in. And once everyone buys in, then that's when the wins build up. So
a record-breaking season for you and your quarterback last year,
yes,
all
sir.
in the same game
versus
Shady Side Academy, which was a fun game to watch you guys both go for a record in a single game. How do you top that incredible junior year here in your senior season?
It's definitely going to be tough to top because we got more weapons than we did last year. But my brother's a quarterback now. We got a great connection already. So, and I feel like I got much faster, more explosive. So, them short routes I'm going to take to the house this year, so that should rack up my yards.
So for you, obviously, it was kind of such a dynamic duo since you stepped foot. You and Cam.
Right, yeah.
Well, Cam finally graduated here at SA.
Man, that's hurt piece.
But how do you kind of take that role that we always saw as such a great leader on this team? How do you kind of move into that greater leadership role in your senior season?
I mean, just watching him last year be the leader that he was, my first year playing coming back, so I was trying to step back a little bit, let him run the show because this is my first time back. But just watching him and learning from him and what he did, I just took what I learned from him and just using it now with this team.
So, when we first saw you as a freshman at EF, you stood out on the basketball court.
Yes, sir.
Then you came and did that your sophomore season here at South Allegheny. And junior year, you were a star at both. But obviously, I talked to you before last basketball season.
Yes,
originally, we saw you as a basketball guy. But obviously, now football kind of seems like the path at the next level for you.
Sir.
So how was that whole process becoming a kind of standout football recruit that a lot of people want to talk to?
Well, all my life, I was always pretty small, like little skinny little guy. And I was very skilled in basketball, and I didn't see the success that I saw on the basketball court and the football field, so I kind of shied away from it. But now that I've gotten bigger and caught up to the other people, my athleticism is higher than some people. So whenever I get on the field, I just got a lot better than what I used to be. So football really took charge in that.
So, one thing, I've got to watch you for 3 years now, and something that really was impressive last year that during that basketball run for me that I witnessed with you, I believe it was the game up at North Catholic it was the Charleroi game.
Okay.
You got hurt early on, right down on your wrist,
Yes, sir.
and I went back, watched about 6 times, and I didn't know how that didn't break.
Yeah.
And that was an incredible thing, but it was obviously a very uncomfortable situation for you.
Sure.
How do you have that mindset to be, hey, I'm not at 100% right now, but I can still go be one of the best players on the field, on the court, because that's what we saw you do last year. You went through what looked to be a pretty terrible injury, all your weight right down in your wrist, and you still went out and were one of the most successful players in every game you played in. How do you have that mindset to kind of work through maybe some of those tough things you have to deal with during a game that maybe put you into some discomfort?
Right, yeah. So earlier before the football season even started, I broke that. That was the same wrist that I broke. So, and whenever I fell down, it definitely hurt. But I had great mentors in my ear. My dad was in my ear. My teammates, Cam, was in my ear, just telling me that they needed me and they needed me to be who I was. So just that motivated me to go back out there and just be me.
So one thing that I always think's such a cool thing on the basketball floor that I get to witness you guys do, just because it's so up close that I'm about 3 feet from you when you guys are getting ready to start a game, but it's you guys all huddle up with your dad right before the basketball games, and then you go out. What's that experience like, having your dad go on this journey with you here at South Allegheny?
Man, it's been great. It's honestly been a blessing to have him in my life. But he's more of a motivational guy. He's not like X's and O guy. He's not like running the place. He's just there for like literally moral support, honestly, and like just motivating us to be great.
So, Drew, whether it be here on the football field, on the basketball court, you got any kind of pregame routine, something you got to do just get yourself in the right mindset before a game?
Obviously, I give a little prayer before I start, and definitely, just pray. That's what I say. So,
obviously, you're known pretty well around South Allegheny. You get to play with your brother now. We saw that a little bit on basketball last year. What's that experience been like, getting to have your little brother come up and play with you?
Man, it's a blessing to have my dad and my little brother on the staff. Well, my dad on the staff and my little brother on the team. It's just because we got the same blood. So he's just like how I am. He thinks just like me. So, and he's a great athlete. He's a great he has good mental. He's very mentally tough. So that's really good to have, especially for the quarterback position. So yeah, definitely he should be good this year for sure.
So obviously, you play for a lot more than just South Allegheny,
yes, sir.
And this community seems like they've backed you guys a ton. So what has that support been like for you through all this? Because you're pretty, in your family, pretty vocal about all that, and this community's just literally backed you up. So how's that been for you?
It's been crazy because It started back when the football team started. We started off like 4-0, and like the whole community came together. Our stadium was packed, and that football season was just historical in general. And then we came back for the basketball team and had that run. I just never seen a community come together so much. Like when we went to Hershey, everybody. Like my dad likes to say, if you wanted to rob a house in Liberty Borough, go during the game, because nobody was in Liberty. Everybody was at Hershey. So it's just, we have a great community here, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in the stands this year, for sure.
So, Drew, with you guys in general here at South Allegheny, again, we said you're known pretty well, but what is maybe something this community does not know about you?
This is one of the tougher questions. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that.
Pretty open book in the grand
Yes,
scheme of things. Drew Cook, after a fantastic junior season, looking to finish up with a bang here at South Allegheny.
For sure.
Drew, really appreciate your time here, and can't wait to see what you and the Gladiators do here in this upcoming season.
Of course.
This has been your halftime interview here on MVI Live, half number 2 with Drew Cook in South Allegheny. We come back right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live.
Hoods Up Quick Lube. It's time for a change. For years, you've been told to keep your vehicle running in peak condition with regular scheduled maintenance. But fitting it into your schedule can be a real hassle. You need a place that offers oil and filter changes, tire repair and rotation, light bulb and wiper replacements, and more. And it's all done quickly and correctly. For additional information, browse our website, give us a call, or come see us today.
Located in Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness has been serving the community for years. From teenage athletes to elderly rehabs, your health is their mission. Serving through passion, purpose, and new technology, Emilio and his team are skilled, dedicated, and led by faith because they believe God works through people. Focused on true healing, not medicating pain. You don't need insurance, just the intention to value your health. Be proactive, not reactive, by calling Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness.
The best local coverage of news, sports, and more. Make sure you subscribe to the Mon Valley Independent newspaper. Both print and e-edition subscriptions are available, and you can try the e-edition free for 30 days starting today. So make sure you log on to MonValleyIndependent.com for more information. Mon Valley Independent. What happens here matters here. LJ Pallets and More, a veteran-owned and operated discount warehouse located 1800 Schoonmaker in Monessen. Specializing in home remodeling, our products are priced at 50% or less than the retail stores, making us your one-stop remodeling jackpot. Open Tuesday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday and Sundays. Stay tuned for a major announcement coming soon, and we can't wait to see you at LJ Pallets and More. Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Weiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Weiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service. It's time to customize your ride with TC Customized in Jefferson Hills. Wheels, rims, and tires, along with lift kit and lowering kits, full service auto detailing, along with custom audio systems, remote starts, alarms, custom lighting, tints, and so much more. Whatever your need is, you can completely customize your ride today at TC Customized. Call today at 412-384-5300.
Halfway home, and the lead belongs to the South Allegheny Gladiators. As South Allegheny, 3 different touchdown scores in this one. Kai Myers got the party started, making it 7-0 on a 10-yard touchdown run on the opening offensive drive of the season for South Allegheny. It was answered by Ringgold. Dennis Hawkins III, his first touchdown pass for the blue and gold, as Hawkins improvised to find Monty Ward as Monty would make his way in from 29 yards away, tying us up at 7. But South Allegheny, 7 minutes, 5 seconds, and 80 yards later, after 2 fourth-down conversions, it was a 35-yard Cook to Brown hookup. Elijah's first touchdown pass made it 14-7. Well, Hawkins, he wanted to get it back. He wanted to get it back quick. Up top looking for Monty Ward again, but Chance Cole had other thoughts, stepping in front for the interception, and Chance Cole got South Allegheny the ball back on their own 30 with 6:51 remaining. Another 5+ minute drive ended with a 4th down and 1. Joey Gamrett touchdown run right up the gut, 21-7 South Allegheny, and Clater and any hopes of Ringgold punching it in on their final possession with a big-time Tyrone Clater sack, sending us to the locker room. For Ringgold, they will go on the defensive side first. And defensively, they had a chance on South Allegheny's second drive to get off the field. A couple of 4th downs, were unable to do so. SA has won the line of scrimmage tonight. They've been sloppy, but they've won the line of scrimmage, and they lead by 2 scores. Dennis Hawkins III has put the ball up 5 times. He has completed 2 for 63, an interception, 5 rushes for 9 yards. 0 of those completions and just 2 targets for Dimitri Lowe, the standout wideout out. Stasko, 3 rushes, 9 yards. Amani Ward, 1 rush, 3 yards. 1 reception, 29 yards, and a touchdown. And Minson, the big 34-yard reception. The halftime numbers for the Rams. On the other side, for South Allegheny, Drew Cook leads the way in receiving. He has 3 of his brother's 6 completions for 58 yards. Gamrett has 1 of those for 3 yards. He's run the ball 10 times, 80 yards, and a touchdown for Joey Gamrett, while Brown had the big 35-yard touchdown reception. Austin Shane, 1 reception, 12 yards, 3 carries, 17, 5 rushes for Harrell for 36. Kai Myers, 1 carry, 1 touchdown, 10 yards away. Elijah in his opener, 6 of 7, 108, and a touchdown for Elijah Cook, as we get set for the second half, the second tail. Do the Rams have some comeback magic in their pockets, or do the Gladiators dominate week 0 and move to 4-0 in their last 4 week 0 contests? 24 down, 24 to go here in our week 0 matchup. Week 1 next week. We'll make the trip just a few minutes up the road to Elizabeth Ford. They will take on the Highlands Golden Rams. EF starts their season at the Wolf Arena tomorrow versus West Mifflin. The first game there was an absolute thriller this evening. NA knocked off Woodland Hills, scoring on 4th and goal with 50 seconds left to win that game. As we get set for the second half of our game here from South Allegheny, can the Rams come back, or can the Gladiators put the nail in the coffin, trying to go up 3 scores to start the third? We'll see if they can when we come back right here on MVI Live. There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? Three-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee, Community, and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community, and More.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
Located in Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness has been serving the community for years. From teenage athletes to elderly rehabs, your health is their mission. Serving through passion, purpose, and new technology, Emilio and his team are skilled, dedicated, and led by faith because they believe God works through people, focused on true healing, not medicating pain. You don't need insurance, just the intention to value your health. Be proactive, not reactive, by calling Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Hoods up, Quick Lube. It's time for a change. For years, you've been told to keep your vehicle running in peak condition with regular scheduled maintenance. But fitting it into your schedule can be a real hassle. You need a place that offers oil and filter changes, tire repair and rotation, light bulb and wiper replacements, and more. And it's all done quickly and correctly. For additional information, browse our website, give us a call, or come see us today.
It's time to customize your ride with TC Customized in Jefferson Hills. Wheels, rims, and tires, along with lift kit and lowering kits, full service auto detailing, along with custom audio systems, remote starts, alarms, custom lighting, tints, and so much more. Whatever your need is, you can completely customize your ride today at TC Customized. Call today at 412-384-5300. Half one in the books, half two coming on deck here on MVI Live. As some around the valley news in games going on that I can find scores up for Mon Valley foes. The Monessen Greyhounds dominant right now over the Charleroi Cougars in the Battle of the Bridge. 24-0 Hounds leave. And also the Amani Christian Saints have scored 13 unanswered to take a 13-6 lead after Jeff Thompson christened Tyler Boyd Stadium with the opening score with a touchdown pass this evening. One half written, one half left to be told. It's second half football on MVI Live here as the Rams and the Gladiators turn the page to the next chapter of this one. Cameron drills it. Backpedaling end zone touchback. SA starts at their own 20. And I appreciate all you tuning in here for game number one of the season. We'll go 4 nights a week like always. Basketball, or getting ahead of myself. Volleyball, soccer, football. Football schedule posted out on the social medias. Tentative schedule, obviously always subject to change where we go, what we'll be covering. If you have any games you want to see me cover, football, baseball, or football, soccer, volleyball, reach out, let me know, and we'll see if we can make it work. Also appreciate you all dealing with me in the getting over being sick. This past week has been a nightmare as a flag on the opening play from scrimmage. So from 1st and 10 to 1st and 5, South Allegheny, the beneficiary of that one. Rams have only committed 4 penalties. One of those penalties was a big benefit to the Ringgold offense. It negated a terrible snap and backed them up 5 yards and resulted in 6, the lone 6. Man in motion, Harrell, Elijah up top, it's going to be intercepted! Ashton Minson with the takeaway! And the Ringgold Rams, maybe the spark they need. Another big play by 27 in white, Ashton Minson. So Minson ends the drive early. 11:55 remaining here in the third. And Ringgold will start on the South Allegheny 48. A chance to make it a one-possession game. First miscue by the sophomore gunslinger. Now Hawkins. A chance to get his squad back within 1. Got to get low involved in this game. Hawkins gets the snap. Dennis, quick swing pass. Here's Watkins' first touch today. Upended is coming up from the safety spot is Drew Cook after a gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Rams offense. South Allegheny, a plethora of talent lost from last year's 9-win team, but brought back 15. First miscue by Elijah Cook. Of course, South Allegheny, they know what it takes to win. A lot of these players. Drew, most notably, a 1,000-point scorer on the basketball team that won a district title and made it to the state championship game. I believe we're going to have a timeout called. And again, it's the South Allegheny Gladiators burning an early one. Oh, check that. First pointed to the Gladiator side, then switched it back over. But South Allegheny, again, we say it, winning is contagious. Well, the SA basketball team's been so good for so long. Finally broke through last year. Drew Cook, Cameron Epps, both 1,000-point scorers, did that in the same game. Won a district championship and made it to the state finals. Also Camden Lewis on that team, Elijah Cook on that team, Jake Ure on that team. I mean, a very talented South Allegheny basketball team that went and claimed a district title. Of course, Josh Jakowski, the other starter, knew I was forgetting somebody. Then baseball's been successful the last few seasons. Well, Ringgold, their baseball team broke through under Coach Lander, got a big playoff win this past season with a big upset over Blackhawk at West Mifflin. I had the privilege of calling that game as handoff. Ward goes backwards. Loss of 4. Amani Warm swarmed. Ashmeller leading the way. And it's 3rd down and long. But you see guys like Ashton Minson, part of that basketball team or baseball team that was able to get over the hump, get that playoff win. Does that help translate to the football field, that winning culture? We saw the basketball team leak over to this football team and that baseball team here at SA. Winning's contagious. Rams hoping it's the same. Hawkins in the gun. 4 receivers set. Hawkins pressure off the edge. Hawkins running for his life. Fires it incomplete. Looking for Amani Ward. Would have been a loss even if he hauled it in. So phenomenal starting field position off the interception. And the Rams go backwards a yard. Drive that started at the SA 48 ends at the SA 49, 4th and 11. Just the second punt of the game and second 3 and out. 10:22 remaining here in the third. Brown and Drew Cook back deep and flag flies offside, South Allegheny. And honestly, you have to wonder, does that change the way Coach Heller's going to think about this play? The ball's going to be inside the 45. Are now actually going to say it's against the – no, it is against South Allegheny, so mark off 5 yards. It's going to be down to the 44-yard line. I mean, you're in a net 20 yards. Is it worth trying to go for it? But no changing in thought. On 4th and 7, high, straight up in the air, kick by Cameron, and it's going to take a ram roll inside the 25-yard line down to around the 22, as it's going to be down there by the Ringgold Rams. Connick. 22 yards on the boot. So SA will take back over. Last drive was the first non-touchdown drive for the Gladiators this season. 10:08 remaining, third quarter. Elijah Cook, how does he rebound off his first high school INT? Cook gets the snap, handoff up the gut. There goes Gamrot. Hauled down by Ward from behind, but Gamrot shoots the gap and shoots through for around 5 yards on first down.
Picked up a 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 from the 28.
5 yards on first down. South Allegheny's offense back on the march again. Plenty of success with Gamrot on the ground. 11 totes, 85 rushing yards, and a score. Handoff ball on the ground and falling back on top. It's going to be Harrell avoiding disaster. Brief loss there, but a off handoff between Elijah Cook and Harrell. A lot of motion to those H-backs. You know, something you're going to see a lot when you're on more of the wing T style with that motion and handoff from those H-back kind of gunner positions. See that a lot with McKeesport. We'll have them later on this season. 3rd down, 5 to go. There's more motion. Another handoff. Austin Shane to the second level. Shane, first down, yardage and more to the 39-yard line. Finally stopping Austin Shane in his tracks was Dimitri Lowe, but another first down. Again, or first down number 10. Make that for the South Allegheny offense. And another opportunity by the wayside for Ringgold to get off the field.
1st and 10 from the 39.
Double H back up front, one aside. Gamrot the back. Cook in the gun. Drew near side wide out. And a very frustrated Coach Hansen marching his way out onto that football field after burning his first time out of the half, giving us our chance to take our first time out of the half, and we'll step aside right here on MVI Live. There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee, Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community and More.
10 from the 39.
Third quarter, 8:14 remaining, 1st and 10. Handoff up the gut. There goes Gamrot. And he has been a tough pill to swallow tonight, just bullying and bouncing his way through the chute out to the 45-yard line. Give him 6 more on the night, up to 91 in the game for Gamrot. as Gamrot, all sorts of success on the ground, running the rock here right through the heart of that Ringgold defense. Rams defense was solid last year. It was the offense that was a problem. And right now, Gamrot's making headway right through the heart of it. Offense has been stagnant tonight for Ringgold as well. Handoff again. Guess who? Gamrot over the 45. And Gamrot picks up 4 more. And now they're going to mark him back, make it a 3-yard gain by Gamrot on 2nd down. So Gamrot going to be 1 yard shy of the line to gain, and another opportunity for this Ringgold defense to get off the field, which they have been unable to do this evening. And it might be close enough. This is 2-down real estate for SA, but SA's had no problem on 4th down, 3rd down, and 1 so far this evening. They spread 2 receivers out right side. Cook, double H back, Harrell in motion. Pitch out Harrell. They get him into space. He has the 1st down and more as he's tripped up over the 50-yard line by Dimitri Lowe and Amani Ward as he's down to the 46-yard line. So South Allegheny moves the chains once again, and the Gladiators march once more as South Allegheny on the march, on the verge of trying to go up by 4 or make it 3 scores. Elijah Cook in the gun. Kai Myers in motion. Handoff Gamrot. Gamrot falls forward. Give him 1 as grabbing him by the ankles is the 6-foot senior Ty Anderson. So a 1-yard gain, Ty Anderson. They able to trip up Gamrot at the line of scrimmage. Next week for the Ringgold Rams, they're taking on Indiana. For South Allegheny, home versus Brentwood. Drew Cook near side along with Brown. He's went for 6 already today. Man in motion, pitch out Harrell. Harrell gets the edge, cuts it back up the gut. There goes Harrell. See you later. Yes, touchdown SA. Harrell from 45 away. And South Allegheny pays off another drive with 6. Hakeem Harrell. As Morabito on to attempt the extra point. 5:33 remaining. As Morabito cannot send it through, missed PAT. So South Allegheny increases the lead up to 20. And Ringgold will send the offense back on the field with plenty of unanswered questions. The new tenured offense, the new look offense for South Allegheny looks pretty dang good tonight. 27 points scoring on 4 of 5 drives. 1 turnover off the right arm of Elijah Cook. But defensively, they've won the line of scrimmage. They've locked up one of the top receivers in the area in Dimitri Lowe. He's been targeted just twice in this ball game and has no receptions. The 2 wide receivers, we were really looking at them here in this one. They have been quiet. It's been Joey Gamrot up over 90 yards. And Harrell up over 90 yards, both finding pay dirt in the end zone. 45-yard touchdown run by Harrell. Three back deep around the 9-yard line for Ringgold. They keep shifting around who goes where. Kick goes back to the 8. That's where Dimitri Lowe takes over. This has been his only touch of the football here on kick returns as he'll walk out of bounds around the 33. Him and Clater having a disagreement, but there was a flag early on that return, and Drew Cook coming to get Clater after that one. And a thank you to Drew Cook for being our B Graphics halftime interview. Holding against the Rams will back them up. Make sure you stay tuned at the conclusion of this game for our Weiser Painting Company player of the game here on MVI Live. Have that after every broadcast. 5:26 remaining in the third frame. 20-point lead for the South Allegheny Gladiators. And the Rams drive will start back deep in their own real estate after the holding penalty on the return. So instead of starting at the 32, they'll start at the 22. 5:26. Ward the back. Hawkins in the gun. Hawkins gets the snap. Pressure up the gut. Chip blocked by Ward. Hawkins fires it, and coming back to the football, hauling in his first reception of the night for 2 yards is Dimitri Lowe. So a 2-yard gain for Lowe. And the Ringgold offense now facing 2nd down and 8. And our first stoppage due to injury and cramping here, what it appears, in week 0. And you're always going to end up having that, but it looks like a cramping lineman. And those big boys up front have done their job today for the Ringgold or South Allegheny Gladiators. Pastilli, Gust, Ashmeller, and Russell Akunin, along with Marcus Hansen and company. Tyrone Clater getting some action off the edge, as they have been absolutely lethal in this ball game. 5:08 remaining here in the third quarter, as South Allegheny knocking on the door of their 4th straight week 0 victory, and hoping this season's a lot like last year's instead of the 2 prior, where they won their lone week 0 game and then fell in every other contest the rest of the year. Last year, they rattled off 9 wins after a 4-0 start on the year. Ringgold last year snapped their 27-game losing streak, snapped a 3-year conference losing streak, as they continue to tend to the injured Gladiator down on the far side of the field. But Ringgold, and you feel like this is a program on the rise after getting those 2 wins last year. Just has not went the Rams' way here tonight, and a lot of new pieces, as back up and working his way to the sideline under his own power is the likes of Cash Pastilli. So after the injury timeout, with 5:08 remaining here in quarter number 3, it's going to be 2nd down. They gave Dimitri 3 on that last play. So 2nd down and 7 for the Rams offense. Amani Ward, sidecar right of Hawkins. Twin receivers each side of the formation. Hawkins will look to throw. Pressure off the edge. Clater coming. Throws it up. Come back. Dimitri tiptoes and hauls it in. Dimitri Lowe showing off the skill on the far side of the field, as Hawkins got that away in the nick of time, finding Dimitri Lowe on the far sideline with Clater coming from behind. 34 yards. Hawkins to Lowe. So Dimitri, no receptions in this opening half, now 2. And there goes a flag. Jumping in the middle was Bryce Guest. Lowe now 2 for 37. And flag looks like it's going to send the Rams back 5 yards on the false start penalty. 4:57 third quarter. Twin receivers each side. Hawkins in the gun. First down and 15. Hawkins looks to throw. Clater forcing issues again as Hawkins backpedaling, fires up a prayer. Jeffcoat looking to haul it in. Trying to track it down like a center fielder, but it falls harmlessly into the Ringgold sideline, and it's second down and 15. Dennis Hawkins the third, pressure all around, starting with Tyrone Clater. Tyrone Clater, the freshman, 3 D1 offers, proving he can be a problem. Very athletic. We see him line up on the D-line. Linebacker, we've seen him line up in coverage as well. 4 receiver set. Ward the back to the left of Hawkins. Make it low now as Hawkins running again. Fires a low pass, incomplete. Looking for Xavion Thomas. And it's going to be third down and 15 now for the Ringgold offense. Down by 20. 4:40. Clock stop, third quarter. 27-7. Ball lies on the 47 of the South Allegheny Gladiators. Tyler Jones leads the troops to the line, trips up top one receiver, Minson near side. Hawkins gets the snap, whistle first. And signal looks like this is going to move it up 5 yards, and it's going to go against the South Allegheny defense. As South Allegheny, instead of third down and 15, they'll be staring at a third down and 10. So march this one off 5 yards in favor of the Ringgold Rams. And it's going to be third down and 10. And I think why that's such a big 5 yards, as kind of gives Ringgold a much easier path in 4-down real estate here of what you kind of want to do. Hawkins will look to throw, has a little bit of time, goes up top, looking at low, adjust, and incomplete. Chance Cole rips it away. He had Low had the football but could not hang on. Chance Cole with the pass defend. And it's 4th and 10 for the Rams. What a play by Chance Cole, the junior, on the outside. The 5'9" junior running stride for stride with the 6'3" senior. Fourth and 10. Hawkins will throw, has time. Hawkins into the flat, overthrows. Ashton Minson, as in coverage on the near side was Hakeem Harrell, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. South Allegheny will take over. .429 third quarter. SA takes over on their own 42. They've ran the ball at will here in this third quarter thus far. First down and 10, 4:29 remaining. Cook in the gun. There goes Kai Myers in motion. Hand off to one of the up men. That's Austin Shane. And Austin Shane, give him 9 as he squirts through the middle up over the 50 to the 49-yard line before being stopped down to the deck by the last line in Grant Nicklow. Nine on first down, second down and 1 for South Allegheny. Clock ticks inside of 4 minutes. New center in there with Pistilli on the bench, and it's a high snap right on cue. Elijah Cook dives on it with Tyler Anderson coming off the edge there again. Pistilli went down with cramps in that last sequence, and you see the high snap there by Stinson. At least I believe that was Stinson, the backup center. Unless Coach Hanson shuffled something around. So from second down and 1 to third down and long, as they're behind the chains here. Snap better that time. Cook steps up in the pocket. Downfield intercepted. Dennis Hawkins back the other way. Hawkins looking for a house call. Instead, he stopped up at the 20, and a late flag comes in. Dennis Hawkins steps in front. Second interception of the game for the Rams defense. So Hawkins, the interception in Ringgold's offense. Great starting field position. 2:53 remaining in the third. And they're going to start at the South Allegheny 20 before the flag. So half the distance to the goal penalty as well, with a face mask. So the ball will be placed on the SA 10-yard line.
First and goal, Rams.
50-yard return, or 40. By Hawkins. Hawkins, handoff right side. Monty Ward gets the edge. Ward, 5, diving, pylon. Monty Ward, touchdown Ringgold. One play, 10 yards. The Rams back on the board as Ringgold makes it 27-13. One play, 10-yard touchdown drive. And Monty Ward into the end zone for the second time tonight. So Monty Ward finds Paydirt off the interception by Hawkins, as Bill Cameron will have to wait. Jumping offside, looked to be South Allegheny, the 6'1", 165 junior. So after the offside jump by the edge of that line, Ringgold looked to pat on one more. The PAT by Cameron deflected up and through. So Bill Cameron connects. 27-14. One play. 8 seconds. 10 yards and a touchdown. All set up by the 40-yard return by Dennis Hawkins. 2 interceptions in this second half for the Ringgold Rams in this third quarter alone. 2:45 remains in the third. South Allegheny leads 27-14. You get a stop and score, all of a sudden you got a ball game if you're the Ringgold Rams. And Pistilli still sitting down on the bench here. All that was set up by a high snap by the replacement center. And then put them behind the chains from 2nd and 1 to 3rd down and about 13. And that was when the interception by Hawkins occurred. And that's a big turning point in this game. Can the Rams get a stop again? They've had 2 this half. Near side, right up the gut. Harrell, he's a speedster, blown up at the 35. As Harrell absolutely leveled by Connick. 23 yards on the return. It's from the SA 35. See if South Allegheny gets back to running the football here. A high snap put them in a passing down. And that allowed the Ringgold Rams to take advantage with Dennis Hawkins III, the INT. As pitch out, Kai Myers. Myers bounced outside and slammed down Dimitri Lowe. The tackle for loss. As it was actually Bryce Guest bouncing over to that center position for the Ringgold Rams. Loss of 2 there. Guest over the ball. They have Klasick playing left guard there now as keeper Cook dives forward back to the initial line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Yeah, and this is a big, big play in this game. And again, Cash Pistilli went out, looked like a cramp. He has not moved off the bench on this near sideline. So the offensive line has been shifting around since that injury. As there goes Cook across the middle, incomplete. Drew Cook. So an incompletion. And Ringgold, the defense stiffens. First punt of the game for Ringgold and Drew Cook. 1:10 remaining here in the 3rd. Ringgold will get the ball back. And a chance to make it a 1-possession game. Drew Cook. High end over end punt. Hits down and takes a ram roll back towards midfield. And South Allegheny will down the ball at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 Ringgold with 1:01 remaining here in quarter number 3. And that's 18 yards at about a 15-yard rollback. And if you're a golf fan like me, that looked like one of Scotty Scheffler's wedge shots from about 75 yards in with that backspin right back towards the cup. Except that's not what the Gladiators want to see, and just like Scotty today, that ball wasn't spinning his way today. As Hawkins pitch out, it's a bad one, and Amani Ward avoids disaster. But backwards goes the Rams. Nine-yard loss for Amani Ward, but did keep possession for Ringgold.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 17. We need a big stop there. Come on, Gladiator Nation. Let's go.
Minson trades spots with Dimitri Lowe. Twin receiver set. Minson side, car right of Hawkins. Ward goes in motion. Hawkins, pitch back. Amani can throw it. He was a quarterback last year. Trickery and almost intercepted. And Drew Cook toppled up and toppled over. He immediately grabs at his left leg. And that is not what you want to see. It will be 3rd down and long, but Drew Cook in all sorts of pain and discomfort as they will tend to the South Allegheny senior. And Amani Ward was the starting quarterback last year, and working on that left leg of Cook, hopefully just cramping up here in week 0. There's no trainer around Drew. He's back to his knees. But they brought Amani Ward in motion, pitched it back to him, and then tried to go deep. Amani Ward was trying to hook up with Dimitri Lowe on the near side. Just 10 seconds remaining here in this third quarter, and it's going to be 3rd down and 19 for the Ringgold Rams. Defense much better here this half for Ringgold. Drew back up to a knee all by himself on the right side. And does get a round of applause as he'll stand back up and take a walk under his own power. 3rd down, and the Rams have to get to the next county. Looking to get back to Monongahela from the South Allegheny side of the field. Hawkins fakes it, now looks to run. Surrounded, slam down in the middle. Bryce Guest with the stop. And it's 4th down and long as Drew will step back on the field with a whistle blowing as the quarter comes to an end, and the third has finished with South Allegheny leading 27-14 right here on MVI Live. LJ Pallets & More, a veteran-owned and operated discount warehouse located in Monessen, specializing in home remodeling. Our products are priced at 50% or less than the retail stores, making us your one-stop remodeling jackpot. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Fridays, and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Stay tuned for a major announcement coming soon, and we can't wait to see you at LJ Pallets & More. Whether it's finding the perfect home, negotiating the best deal, or walking you through each step with care, Realtor Janelle Carpenter will show up with excellence every time, even when no one's watching, because quality matters and so do you. So if you're looking for the best home buying and selling experience, make sure you call Realty One. Bad snap ball ricocheting around and jumped on by eventually the South Allegheny Gladiators. That's not the way you want to start the fourth frame if you're the Ringgold Rams and SA. A chance to take that advantage back up to 3 scores. So South Allegheny takes over in Ram real estate for the first time today, as they will start at the Ringgold 34. $11:53 remaining here in the fourth. Gamrot sidecar right of Elijah Cook. Myers in motion. Gamrot jump cut. Tripped up by Amani Ward as he skitters over the 30 to the 29-yard line. Five-yard gain there by Gamrot, just his 5th run of the half, 15th of the game for Gamrot. And another injury, another cramping Gladiator. It will be 2nd down and 5. 27-14, South Allegheny on top of Ringgold. SA has not trailed in this game. Ringgold had an opportunity to make it a one-possession game. They went backwards and then a botched snap on the punt. And injuries aplenty as we will actually step aside while they tend to the injured South Allegheny Gladiator. And here again from our friend Janelle Carpenter at Realty One. Whether it's finding the perfect home, negotiating the best deal, or walking you through each step with care, Realtor Janelle Carpenter will show up with excellence every time, even when no one's watching, because quality matters and so do you. So if you're looking for the best home buying and selling experience, make sure you call Realty One Gold Standard agent Janelle Carpenter at 724-797-1675. If you're ready to buy or sell, call Janelle.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
Well, Coach Hansen says let's get back to gameplay as full-on carry-off of one of his linemen. As that's Ashmiller getting some help off the field. So, again, Klasick back in as well on that offensive line. One of the reserves for Coach Hansen already down with some injuries. Bastilli hasn't come back in yet. And Ashmiller gets a ride back to the bench. That last carry by Gamrett put him over the century mark. Now Austin Shane has a lane and takes it for a payday. Austin Shane, end zone ahead. 33-14, SA increases the lead over the Rams as Austin Shane wastes no time finding the end zone, and South Allegheny leads 33-14. 29-yard touchdown run by Austin Shane. SA, after missing that last extra point, do they try to put together two? No, there comes Morabito on late. And more confusion for South Allegheny. Down to 7 seconds and a late run on here by Marcel Boxley. You know, Marcel Boxley, got to give him a shout out here on the broadcast. I was here a week ago interviewing Drew Cook, and I was like, man, I never do my interviews this early. Well, it was a miracle I did, because if I didn't do it last week, it wouldn't have happened, because I could not talk from basically Saturday through Wednesday. So it would have been very hard to get an interview done. I ended up doing it Friday, worked for Drew, worked for Coach Hansen, and had my camera, and some reason didn't want to stay out of sleep mode. It had been sleeping all summer long since the end of June, and I had Marcel Boxley standing there, and I said, hey, you want to make sure this camera stays on? And stood there, made sure the camera never went off during my interview with Drew. So appreciate Marcel for doing that for me. And he was running on late there before the timeout called by South Allegheny. That is their penultimate timeout of the game. They lead with 11:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Sloppy game, lots of penalties, and a couple of cramps on the Gladiator side, but SA, all sunshine and roses on the scoreboard. Now they will go for two. Gamrett side, car right. Elijah looks to throw. Cook rolling out, pressure coming. Pitches one away, ball still loose. Rams will recover. 2-point conversion, no good. So that keeps it a 33-14 lead for South Allegheny. Ringgold will take back over here with 11 and a half on the clock. South Allegheny scored on their opening 3 possessions of the season. Kai Myers, a touchdown run. Touchdown reception by Brown and a touchdown run by Gamrot. Hawkins to Amani Ward was the lone Ram touchdown in that opening half. Both teams put up 7 in the third quarter. SA put up 6 after a missed PAT, making it a 27-14 game, but SA has added on since. Austin Shane from 29 yards away. Everyone's got in the act tonight for South Allegheny. The Ram trio back deep around their own 10-yard line. Morabito from the 40. Low kick. Amani Ward picks it up at the 13. Ward cuts inside. Amani Ward bounces outside 30. Amani Ward, room to run 40, tripped up by Clater. As Amani Ward was trying to make his way down the near sideline. 31-yard return by Amani Ward. So Ringgold takes over, 11:21 remaining here in quarter number 4. First down and 10 from the Rams 44. Low snap, and who falls on it? Well, it's South Allegheny as the Rams cough it up onto the football. Bryce Guest with the recovery, and that maybe puts the final nail in the coffin. Wait to see what happened, and maybe not. There is a flag on the far side of the field, so hold everything right now. 33-14, that's what we know. South Allegheny in front. Both offenses are on the field. So it is a fumble, a penalty against Ringgold. It's declined. So South Allegheny, after the big return, one play later, takes over on the fumble. 11:17 remaining fourth quarter. They'll take over from the Ringgold 44-yard line. As the Rams call their penultimate timeout of the game. And South Allegheny look to close it up and close it out here this evening and cap off what has been a very good offensive performance for the South Allegheny Gladiators in this ballgame. Next week, Brentwood for the Gladiators and Indiana for the Ringgold Rams. Next week for us, Highlands and Elizabeth Forward. We'll have a full week of games next week. So make sure you tune in for that. We'll have the schedule release tomorrow for our upcoming week. Where we'll be, what we'll be covering. I believe volleyball on deck Monday. And off, Gamrot right side of the 40, plows forward through a host of Rams. Ty Anderson on the stop as a first down carry goes for 5 for Gamrot. Gamrot had 1 carry last year in this game for 1 yard. 105 yards today. Cook goes far side. Drew hasn't caught a ball this half. 3 for 58 in the ball game. South Allegheny hasn't thrown the ball much this half. Austin Shane, another big hole, and Austin Shane plows through. Gives Shane 6-7. And Austin Shane moves the chains. South Allegheny marching once again. 33-14. Clock ticks down to 10-14 rolling. SA in no hurry. Guest on the ball, had that fumble recovery. Depleted offensive line for South Allegheny with some injuries. High snap, Gamrot, right side, plowing over the 30, inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. Four more for Gamrot. So Gamrot continues to carry the load. This half alone, 7 carries, 17 in the game for Gamrot. As Gamrot once more gets his number called, spun down in the second level by Sukol. As Gamrot adds 5 more. Be 3rd down and 1.
About 4 yards in a cloud of dust. Brings up a 3rd down and short.
High snap, ball on the ground. Elijah Cook will fall on it. So 3rd down and 1 results in nothing, but 4th down and long for South Allegheny. SA 3 for 3 on 4th down tonight. Fourth down and 5. Gladiators 3 for 3 on 4th down. Drew Cook lines up far side. Myers in motion. Elijah looks to throw. Pressure coming. It's Ty Anderson across the middle. Flag flies. Shane has enough for the first down to the 15-yard line. Wait to see what the laundry says. But Austin Shane tentatively has picked up the first down. And Hanson looks a little frustrated. Looks like this may go against him. So holding against South Allegheny. 114 rushing yards and a touchdown for Gamrot tonight. Averaging 6.3 yards per carry. 4th down and forever. South Allegheny, though, they're going to lead the offense out there. 17 to be exact. Pressure coming. Screen pass hauled in by Gamrot. As Gamrot will gain a yard. 2nd reception for Gamrot. Stasko stops him short.
Left in the game. 33 Gladiators, 14 Rams.
33-14, 7-14 after the turnover on downs. Ringgold takes over from their own 38-yard line. Hawkins looks to throw. Stasko up over the 40, 45, 50. Stasko cuts inside 45. Flags fly late.
Once again, launching on the far side.
7:03. Fourth quarter. Stasko with the flag coming in late after picking up the first down and much more. So an 18-yard penalty, or gain, followed by the penalty. Spot foul, so it's actually going to bring up a first down and 2 for Ringgold. Hawkins in the gun, looks to throw, pressure coming, screen pass, Stasko again. Stasko to the 50, stood up there, keeps going, and spun down in the middle of the field by Clater. But that's enough for a first down for the Ringgold offense as they move the ball out to the midfield stripe. First and 10 from the 50, the Ringgold Rams. Just 2 receptions for Lowe. He's one-on-one near side. Hawkins not looking that way. Now pressure coming. Flushed out of the pocket. Minson drops it right in the basket. And Ashton Minson head was looking upfield before the ball was secure. As down to the turf it falls. So instead of a first down for the Rams, it's 2nd and 10. And as Ashton Minson could not hang on. And the Rams reset from the midfield stripe with 6:08 remaining in the fourth. And Weiser Painting Company, player of the game at the conclusion of this one. Bad snap, Hawkins resets and plows back to the line of scrimmage where Austin Shane was waiting for him. So Dennis Hawkins, not much room to work. And another South Allegheny Gladiator slow to get up with 5:52. The clock will stop. 33-14 as South Allegheny, another Gladiator down on the deck, I believe. Or maybe that is a Gladiator, I think. That's the South Allegheny. Defensively, they've been brilliant. There was a costly turnover by the Ringgold by SA this half. It got Ringgold an opportunity to get back into this ball game as the Ringgold Rams were able to cut it down to a 2-possession game, got the ball back, chance to make it a 1-score affair, but Ringgold was held in check by this South Allegheny defense, and Joey Gamrett has ran the ball down their throat, averaging 6.3 yards per carry today. As again, another Gladiator shaken up on the far side of the field. It will be 3rd down and 10 after Austin Shane stood up Dennis Hawkins III at the 50-yard line. Again, Ashton Minson missed opportunity to pick up a first down. South Allegheny, first 3 possessions resulted in 3 touchdowns and a 21-7 lead, as it was Kai Myers from 10 yards out. Then it was Amani Ward from Hawkins tying us up at 7. A 35-yard Cook to Brown touchdown made it 14-7 before an interception by Cole would set up Gamrett's touchdown run, making it 21-7 SA. South Allegheny would take that lead into the break and come out firing. A 45-yard Harrell touchdown run would make it a 20-point lead. But after a Dennis Hawkins interception on defense, Amani Ward would cut the deficit down to 27-14 as Issa Island Acunian is going to be helped off the field to the near sideline. SA one final touchdown to speak, 29 yards. Austin Shane went the distance, 3rd and 10, 5:52 remaining in the fourth frame. Dennis Hawkins the third in the gun. Sidecar left. Hawkins will look to throw. Hawkins pressure coming. SA's been in his face all night. Incomplete and almost intercepted by Cole. As that one pops in and out of the hands of his intended target, Stasko, and it's going to be 4th down, and the Rams are going to go for it. 4th and 10 from the 50. .540 fourth quarter. Ringgold will be another week 0 loss. South Allegheny, a 4th straight 1-0 start. Hawkins steps up across the near side, hold in low, cuts back inside, slam down, but steps out first at the 12. Dimitri Lowe. .38 yards on the pitching catch, Dimitri Lowe. Up over 78 yards here in this one on 3 receptions. Second 30-plus yard reception this half for Dimitri Lowe. 1st and 10 from the 12. Hawkins in the gun, gets the snap. Hawkins looks to throw, steps up, breaks a tackle, runs outside. Hawkins still alive, gets the edge. Hawkins to the 5, to the pylon, and steps out of bounds at the 2. 1st and goal there. What mastery by Dennis Hawkins. Masterful, escaping the pressure. Now you see him, now you don't, but Dennis Hawkins running for his life once again, which has been a norm in this one. Turns a sack into a 10-yard gain, and it's 1st and goal. Masterful. 5:21. Hawkins has Stasko, sidecar left. 4 receiver set. Hawkins, quarterback keeper on the read option. No room to run. Guessed again. Clogs up the middle. 2nd and goal now for Ringgold.
It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Clock bleeds inside of 5. Stasko right side of Hawkins. 4 receiver set. Hawkins once again, this time gives way. Stasko spins away, but can't break free. As sealing the edge, it's Clater, the freshman. And it's going to be 3rd down and goal. SA looking to stand tall. Brick wall at the goal line so far for the Gladiators. 4.5 on the clock. Hawkins in the gun. Ball on the 4. Thomas in motion. Quarterback power right side, and down goes Hawkins. It's a trio of Gladiators leading the charge. It's Brown knocking down Hawkins. And it's 4th and goal for the Ringgold offense. The South Allegheny defense stiffening. Game in hand, but they don't want to give up anymore. Hawkins motions his man out now, looking to run, rolls out, fires, end zone, low, touchdown Ringgold. 1st of the year, only a matter of time. Dimitri Lowe from 4 yards out. They're not going to win it, but they're not done trying. 4 receptions for Lowe this half, and he makes it a 13-point game. As Cameron up and in, as the PAT is true. And it's 33-21. Ringgold back on the board on a 4th and goal from the 4. Dimitri Lowe from Dennis Hawkins cuts the lead down to 33-21. It's a 12-point South Allegheny lead with 3:24 remaining in this ball game. And Brentwood next for SA. Ringgold, they will take on Indiana, who they lost to by 1 in overtime last year. Billy Cameron has it teed up. Does Ringgold try anything tricky, sneaky here, or does Cameron send it deep? As Cameron, onside kick attempt, high bounce, still loose, and Ringgold has it running the other way. Slam down at the 30-yard line. Ringgold comes through with the onside kick recovery. As hauling it in, Lorenzo Morton, the junior. Onside kick, Lorenzo Morton hauls it in. 1st and 10, Ringgold. Not dead yet. 3:22 remaining in the 4th. We'll take over on the SA 45. 3:22. Hawkins in the gun, pressure again, picked up by Stasko. Dennis across the middle, and it's intercepted! Another one! It's Brown! Back the other way, flag flies. Brown gets the edge, back up the middle, near side. Brown working, weaving, and tripped up by Ward at the 35. The return will go back at a minimum. Wait to see on the laundry. So flag on the return. Kymere Brown, a touchdown and interception, and South Allegheny takes back over. 3:02. Ball will come all the way back inside the 30, inside the 20, and down it will be placed at the 14-yard line. And Ringgold, they gave it a shot. They got the onside kick. They weren't dead yet, but an interception by Dennis Hawkins. Ringgold threw 4 interceptions last year in this game. Two interceptions in this game thrown by Hawkins, and a fumble. High snap, Austin Shane stood up at the 15-yard line. Gain of about a yard. Clock bleeds down and trickles under 2:40. (33-21), South Allegheny on top. 2nd and 9. Man in motion, pitched out that way. That's Harrell breaking to the 2nd level, knocked down by Dimitri Lowe as he bounces up over the 25-yard line. And Al Harrell cramping up with 2:12 remaining in the 4th. So Orel being tended to. 2:12 remaining in this one. And full slate of games next week. Friday Night Lights down the road. South Allegheny didn't get out of here unscathed. A lot of offensive line injuries for South Allegheny. And yeah, it was a hot one today, but I've seen a lot worse heat-wise games on week 0. Actually, besides the humidity, pretty cool right now from Gladiator Stadium. As they continue to tend to Harrell, who had that last first down carry for South Allegheny on 2nd and 9. It is first down and 10. 2:12 remaining in this ball game again. E-Paint's player of the game. Coming up at the conclusion. Make that Wiser Painting Company, formerly E-Paints. And that's going to be a tough habit to break. Ethan Weiser rebranding from E-Paints to Wiser Painting Company. Same great quality, just a new name. Sponsoring our player of the game all season long. Pitch out, Kai Myers. First carry since the touchdown run as Kai Myers stood up after a 1-yard gain on the far side of the field by Amani Ward. Second down and 9 yards to go. 1:42 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 33-21. South Allegheny for the 4th straight year will move to 1-0 on the season. Cook limping out near side. Just 3 receptions for Drew today. No receptions this half. No receptions in the first half for Lowe, as there goes Gamrot, another chunk run. An 8-yard run by Gamrot on 2nd and 9. Gamrot averaging over 6 yards per carry. Third and 1. Twin receiver set, one back look on 3rd and 1. Meyer, or make that Cook, handoff Austin Shane. First down, yardage and more. Stopped in the heart of that defense by Davis. So another South Allegheny first down on what was most likely the final play of the game. SA does not need to run another. We'll see if they do just that, or do they take it home with a 1-0 start to the season. As South Allegheny, they did not trail. They started 3 for 3 on offense, and they take down their Mon Valley foe, the Ringgold Rams, here tonight by a final score, 33-21, 1-0. For a 4th straight year, South Allegheny knocks off Ringgold. Rams gave it a valiant effort, but unable to claw their way back into this one. Had opportunities, had the chance, just could not do it. And South Allegheny, 33-21, the victory as they leave home with a Week 0 victory. We'll come back with your Wiser Company player of the game right here on MVI Live.
Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Wiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Wiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service.
Joey Gamrot last year touched the ball 1 time in this matchup. Well, tonight he has 19 carries in the victory, 21 touches, 122 rushing yards, and a touchdown, averaging 6.4 yards per carry. Joey Gamrett is your Weiser Painting Company player of the game. South Allegheny to 1-0, Ringgold to 0-1. SA with a 3-and-out stop of Ringgold on their opening drive. And Elijah hit his little brother or big brother Drew for 36 yards on his first pass of the season, which would set up the Kai Myers 10-yard touchdown run. But Hawkins in the Rams offense would reset. 34-yard pitch and catch to Minson. A 4th-and-1 conversion by Hawkins. And then eventually a 29-yard pitch and catch. Hawkins to Ward tied us up at 7. But that would be the last time we would be tied in this game. 2 unanswered touchdowns by South Allegheny. 2 4th-down conversions, 1 by Harrell, 1 by Gamrett, and that eventually set up the 35-yard Elijah Cook to Brown touchdown, making it 14-7. On the ensuing play, it was an interception. Hawkins picked off by Cole, and that got SA the ball back and eventually would march it down from their own 30-yard line to a 4th-down-and-1 from the 1-yard line, and Joey Gamrett would rip home into the end zone, making it 21-7. As to start the second half, Minson gave the Rams some life. 1 play, an interception, but Ringgold would go 3-and-out after a 22-yard punt and a 45-yard touchdown run by Harrell. That would make it 27-7 after the missed PAT, but Hawkins would get the Rams moving in the right direction, found Dimitri Lowe for 34 yards, but a 4th-and-10 failure to convert would eventually lead to South Allegheny taking possession back. But on that ensuing drive, Dennis Hawkins would pick off Elijah Cook, a 40-yard return, and with the penalty, South Allegheny's defense would have their backs against the wall as it was a 1st-down-and-10 from the 10, and Amani Ward, 1 play, 10-second drive into the end zone for the second time, making it 27-14. Ringgold would force a 3-and-out and said, okay, hey, we have a chance to make it a 1-possession game, but they would go 3-and-out. And on the following possession, Austin Shane, 29 yards into the end zone, 33-14 after the PAT was no good. Ringgold would be able to get another opportunity to get back on the board after a 31-yard reception by Amani Ward, but a fumble on the ensuing play would give possession back to South Allegheny. SA would turn it over on downs, and eventually Ringgold would cash in. 38-yard, Hawkins to Lowe. They would hook up, and on 4th and goal from the 4, Hawkins would find Lowe for his first touchdown of the season, making it 33-21. South Allegheny, they were expecting the onside kick. It came, but it was recovered by Lorenzo Morton. But another interception, Brown would pick off Hawkins, ending the hopes of Ringgold as South Allegheny would run out the clock and run their way to victory. 1-0 go the Gladiators. Ringgold to 0-1 Indiana next week for Ringgold, and South Allegheny will take on Brentwood next week. 33-21 your final score, and Joey Gamrett, your Weiser Painting Company player of the game here in this one. And big shout out already to Mike Darnay sending me over a fantastic picture of Joey Gamrett for our Weiser Painting Company player of the game graphic that will come out on the social media platforms of MVI Live tomorrow. SA, though, they do get out of here 1-0. They do not get out of here injury-free. A lot of that offensive line got banged up here in this game for South Allegheny. Island Acunian, one of them, along with the likes of Ashmiller and Pistilli. So 3 offensive linemen injured, with already 1 on the shelf coming into the season. But SA gets the win. They're 1-0. Ringgold 0-1 as they'll head back to the drawing board and head back to Week 1 next week as Week 0 has come to an end. South Allegheny 33, Ringgold 21. You saw it all right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live. And a big thank you to all of our great sponsors who help make these broadcasts possible. Weiser Painting Company, RTI Insurance Services agent Mike Williamson, Douglas Education Center, B Graphics, LJ Pallets and More, real estate agent Janelle Carpenter, Hoods Up, His Place Coffee Community and More, TC Customized, Elite Physical Therapy, and also one that we didn't get to tonight because something special still coming for that. Ignite Youth Group, which I'm in charge of. We'll have a little special coming from them in the next couple of weeks. We'll get back underway on September 10th. I'm the youth director for the Ignite Youth Group, so something coming up for Ignite Youth Group, who also will be helping us provide these broadcasts. So many of my kids in that youth group, Mon Valley athletes, so, getting to support this as well from that. But your final score today, 33-21, South Allegheny victorious over the Ringgold Rams. Again, thank you to all of our great sponsors, and can't wait for what is another great season of high school football coming. Week 0 to the state semifinals. We'll have you covered here on MVI Live. Can't wait to do it. 33-21. Week 0 comes to an end. South Allegheny on top of Ringgold right here on MVI Live. This has been a presentation of Lions Heart Media on MVI Live.